I'm Riley.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Hi, I'm Katrina Perry.
And we're in the middle of fifth period. Say hi, fifth period. We're going to be looking at an example problem for number 3, which is using regression. In yesterday's class, we had quadratic regression. In this case, we don't have a quadratic function, so we're going to be talking about what other types of regression we can do. Andrew, this is not a quadratic function. What type of function is this?
It's a cubic function.
It's a cubic function. All right. So if it's a cubic function, we're going to be using a cubic regression. If a cubic function has x cubed as its key term, how many points do we need for a cubic function, Riley?
We need 3. We need 4.
Right. You need 4. You always need one more than the exponent. So we need 4 points. So what I'm going to have each student do is select a point. And it can't just be any point. It needs to be an important point. So each student's going to take a look at the graph and decide an important point that's a key aspect of this graph. We'll start with Katrina. So Katrina, select your point, and then also go ahead and write next to your point the x value and the y value. And it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be close.
I choose. I choose 2, 6.
All right, so bubble it in nice and big, and then write 2, 6 nice and big on the page. All right, good, good, good. So that's the point 2, 6. All right, Ben, why don't you pick a point?
All right, I'm going to pick this, which would be negative 1. Oh, crap. Or, that's a point. That's a point. That's a point.
So negative 1.1 comma 0.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Ben. All right, Riley, pick a point.
So many points.
How about this one?
Right. So you always want to pick maximums and minimums. You always want to use any maximums and minimums. So Riley's picked the maximum. And then also just a point on the left of all the important stuff and a point on the right of all the important stuff are also good choices. So there's one kind of important point left, Andrew. What is it?
My last point. It's this point. So it's 1.2 and negative 1.2.
All right. So Andrew, do me a favor. Why don't you erase that and write that a little cleaner?
Yes, Mr. Ballsby.
It's 1.2.
He said Andrew, right?
Negative
Okay.
1.2. Oh no, you're writing. Good job writing that, Andrew. All right. So we've identified 4 important points. So we have our graphing calculator pulled up right here. Can I get a volunteer that knows how to use these points, enter them into the calculator?
Got this.
Alright, let's do some math.
Alrighty. So after we're there, we need to go to what, math? No, stat. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Stat. Okay. Then we're gonna go to edit. You're gonna click on there. Okay. So we list our x values and the y. L1. I'm sorry. So we got 4.
It's 0.4.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
0.4.
It's negative 0.4.
Negative 0.4.
Not negative.
It is negative.
Oh, it's negative 1. It's negative 0.4. My bad.
But, okay, that's cool. Oh god. Negative 0.4. Oh, look at that.
All right, so just in case you didn't notice, this right here is labeled 0.4, but let's go ahead and add the negative 0.4, because that's definitely on the left side of the x-axis. So we have negative 0.4. All right, Andrew, go ahead and enter our other x values.
2. I got 1.2. Then we have negative. Oh, that's not negative. Negative 1.1.
All right, so Ben's going to go ahead and hit
You
go
did a
to.
minus.
Hit go to. All right, yeah, you want to use the negative symbol and not the subtraction symbol. They're actually different.
They are different.
Yeah, why don't you pass it over to Ben? He's going to enter the y values. The most important thing is the y value needs to match the x value. So for negative 0.4, let's use a 6.
That'd be 6. And then for 2, that would be 6. Oh, boy. Hold on. Let's see. We can fix this. There we go. Bam. And then we're going to put another 6.
So we can.
Bam. And then 1.2 would be let's see. Yeah, that'd be negative 1.2. Bam. Oh wow. 1.2. There we go. Bam. And then what would that be? 0. Bam.
All right, so we've got all 4 points entered. So we're ready to kind of ask the calculator for the cubic function that fits these 4 points. So let's go ahead and do that.
What is the cubic function?
So Riley, how do we do a cubic regression now that we've got our points entered in the calculator?
Ah, man, I know this one. Stat. We go over to calc. We go to number 6, which is cubic reg. We hit enter. We do the doodly do. We enter. And there's our answer. All right. Math.
So let's go ahead and write out our final answer using the values given to us by the calculator. They're basically telling us the 4 numbers to use in the standard form. So for our a value, we're going to use about 3.64 x cubed. For our b value, we're going to use minus 4.58 x squared. For cx, we have negative 4.9, so minus 4.9x. And then the constant on the end, d, is really close to 5. It's plus 5.001. All right. So for tonight's homework, it's a cubic regression. What you need to do is select 4 important points. Maximums and minimums are good choices, and then just a couple of points to the left and right. Enter those in L1 and L2, and use that cubic regression feature, and do write out the actual function by plugging in the A, B, C, and D values for the final answer. And that's all. Say goodbye, 5th period.
Good night.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. The bed bugs.
I'll see you
Bye.
next